Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Kyla, and in this video we are going to talk about all the books I plan on reading in the month of June. I have quite the variety of books going on this month, which is honestly kind of fitting because I feel like my reading taste is a bit all over the place, but I have some contemporary fiction, I have fantasy, I have horror, thriller, manga, mystery, literally everything on this list. I feel like I am such a mood reader right now, and like I go one week wanting to read one thing and then the next week wanting to read the next thing, or like even just every other book. So I'm including a lot of variety on this list, but I'm honestly kind of here for it. I also have some vlogs planned for the month, so let's just go ahead and dive into the list. The first book that I am going to be reading is The Soulmate by Sally Hepworth. This is the book troop pick for the month of June. I'm going to be listening to this on audio because I don't know if this book is going to be for me. I'm most nervous about this one because I believe it is a domestic thriller, and those usually are not my jam. I just find them so boring. I know I'm not alone. I just find like it's just, the same trope that we see over and over and over again. However, it is a book troop pick, so even if I don't like it and like other people don't like it, it's so fun to like go on a live show and have it roasted. I'm not saying I'm gonna hate it, but like it's a possibility. I also have never read a Sally Hepworth before, so this is gonna be my kind of introduction to her, and like maybe I'll be surprised. Maybe I'll really enjoy it and then want to read more of her backlist, but this I feel like is definitely a gamble, but like I feel like, you know what? I'm here for it. I always love reading the book troop picks, even if I'm weary going into it. So that's the first book on this list. The second book is one that you probably wouldn't expect from me, but I have been seeing it everywhere and I just feel like I need to read it. And if you've watched my videos over the past couple weeks, I've mentioned this a few times, and it is Lessons in Chemistry. I don't really read a lot of contemporary fiction anymore. I used to. I've really kind of steered away for it, not for any particular reason, other than I just found myself like not enjoying them as much as like thrillers and horror and fantasy, so I just tend to lean on that side. But I have heard nothing but incredible things about this book. My friend Jess from Cozy Jess literally raved about this book, and I saw that it's being adapted, and Brie Larson is going to be in the adaptation, and I love Brie Larson. So I'm going to be reading this one, and this is actually going to be included in my second episode of Books and Barbells. So I'll be reading this in that episode, and if you don't know what Books and Barbells is, it is a vlog series that I started where I talk about all things working out and fitness and health and that kind of thing, while also reading a book. And this book kind of fits into the theme of that vlog, so I just feel like it's really fitting, and I'm really excited to get to it. And all I know about this one is that we have our main character, where she's like in, obviously, the scientific world. I don't know her exact title, but that's besides the point. And we just have kind of like a feminist tone throughout the story about her finding her place and living her life and being like, damn the man. I could be totally wrong, but that's kind of the vibes that I've picked up from everyone talking about this. And honestly, I just love this cover. Regardless if I love this book or not, I will not be getting rid of it because this cover just screams perfection. I love it. I know some people prefer the UK version. I got the Book of the Month one. I love it. It also has little stuff on the back. Oh my god, I'm just obsessed. And then the other thing going on this month is actually Gabby is hosting the second Screaming Color 48-hour readathon over on her Patreon. If you are not on her Patreon, oh my god, you have to get over there. I'll have it linked below. It is so fun. We have become such a cute little family over there. I'm obsessed. All of the people in it, I'm just absolutely in love, and we always have such a blast. And with this readathon, each time she does it, she picks a color based on a Taylor Swift lyric, and which I just like love. Swifties. We have a whole bunch of Swifties over there. And this month the color is blue. So the book that I am choosing to read for this readathon, being that it is only 48 hours, is This Delicious Death by Kayla Cottingham. This is a YA horror novel. And this blue cooler on the front, yes, absolutely. I need it. I just feel like it's a perfect vibe for a readathon. It's also fairly on the shorter side, so I feel like no problem reading it in 48 hours. And all I know about this one is we have a group of friends that go to like a music festival, and body parts are found in a cooler, I think, but oh my god, I saw that and I was like, yes, absolutely. I just love the title. I've heard nothing but good things from Kayla Cottingham. I have not read My Dearest Darkest, but it is on my TBR. Maybe I'll get to that this month too. I did put it on hold at my library, but like, I'm at the mercy of my library, so who knows, but for sure we'll be reading This Delicious Death for the readathon. I am so excited. She's gonna be doing reading sprints, Taylor Swift trivia around other things. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I love these readathons. So if you want me to vlog the readathon, I did vlog the last one. I will have it linked below. The last one was in April and the color was green. So if you want to see it, I will have it linked below as well as in the cards. But if you want me to vlog this one, I am more than happy to do so, obviously. Just comment below, let me know. And then the other thing that could also potentially turn into a vlog, which you'll have to let me know if this is something that you want to see or not. I'm not sure the vibes of this. I'm not sure if people care anymore. This is too outdated, but I do plan on doing a reread of The Hunger Games this month. I don't know why, but I just feel it's time. I haven't read them since they came out. Like, I read each one once as it was released and I have not read them since, and for some reason I have just been in the mood to revisit them, reread them, and see if I still love them. I did read The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes in May. You'll have to wait and see my thoughts on that in my May wrap up, but it's just like catapulted me into like this. Definitely, I absolutely need to do a reread. And then I also want to watch the movies again because I haven't watched the movies since they were in the theaters. I saw each one of them in the theater, and that's the only time I've ever watched them. So I just feel like I want to be back in this world again. I want to experience this series again. I can't explain it, but I'm not sure if a vlog is something that you guys want to see or not, because I feel like at this point everybody's read them, so it would just be me like reliving my experience. So I don't know. You'll have to let me know. Do you want to see a vlog of me rereading the Hunger Games? Let me know in the comments, because I will definitely do it if you want to see it. But I understand if this is totally like just we're past this at this point. So I don't know. You'll have to let me know. Regardless, I do plan on rereading them, and I'm so excited about it. As far as manga goes, the only manga that I have picked up this month that I plan on reading is the next volume of Spy Family. I actually have the whole rest of the series on hold at my library, so that there might be more that happens, but I definitely want to get caught up if I can. But like, I don't know, I was perusing the manga section at the library the other day, and none of them were really like catching my eye. So this is the only one that I have like on my list. I also want to explore like more graphic novels, but the graphic novel section at my library is extremely messy and like discombobulated. I feel like they're just like neglecting it. So I don't know. I'm having trouble finding ones there. Regardless, it doesn't really matter. I plan on reading this volume of Spy Family, which is volume 6, and then possibly the rest of the series if, you know, the library gods are nice to me this month. If not, then it'll just continue until I have read them all, but this is the only one that I have like plans to read this month. And then if you watched my auto by authors video, which if you haven't, I will link it in the cards as well as down below for you, where I talk about all of the authors that are like at this point auto buy / auto read authors for me, like ones that I just know in my heart that I will love their writing, I love the books, even if like maybe the plot's not for me, like doesn't matter, I'm still going to read it. And on that list I talked about T. Kingfisher, but I did say that I had not read her entire backlist. So this month I do plan on getting to 2 more of her backlist. I have What Moves the Dead, which is a horror novella, and then The Twisted Ones, which I believe is like a horror / thriller about someone cleaning out their dead grandmother's house. And like, I love a haunted house story, and I just read her newer one, A House of Good Bones, which is a haunted house kind of story, and I loved it. So I'm excited to get to this one. This one is a little bit chunkier than I was expecting, but like, her writing is so phenomenal that like I do not care in the slightest. So I'm excited to get to these 2 more on her backlist. It's just time, you know, it's time. If I consider her an auto buy author, I really should have read more from her. I mean, I've read a fair amount, but I should have read more from her, so I'm excited to get to these. And staying on the thriller train here, my 2 book of the month picks were actually the thrillers. I don't have them in my hands yet because they just shipped. But the first one is She Started It, which sounds right up my alley. This is about a toxic friend group. We all know I love a toxic friend group, okay? I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't know what it is about it, but I love it. So we have a toxic friend group who gets invited on one of their old friends, like I'm talking like elementary school, middle school, high school times, bachelorette party. So we have a toxic friend group and we have some wedding vibes. Are you kidding me? I can't. And from what I've gathered from the synopsis is the one that invites them has always been considered like the outcast of the group, the weaker one of the group, whatever that means. And so she invites this whole like clique of girls on her bachelorette weekend, and like, you know, they all have secrets, some shit goes down. I do not care. You had me at toxic friend group. So I'm excited to get to this one. And then I also picked the new Ashley Audrain, which is called The Whispers. And I don't know a whole ton about this one other than something about a missing boy in like a neighborhood, or something like they witness a boy falling out a window or something like that. And it's giving me very much like Push vibes, which obviously Ashley Audrain is the author of the Push, so it just seems like it's gonna be kind of in that wheelhouse where it's more of like a literary thriller with like some major undertones. But I don't care. I loved the Push. I thought it was such an incredible take on motherhood and had such deeper meaning behind what was going on, but it was also equally like really creepy. And then the end, oh my god, I loved it. So I hope that The Whispers is along the same vibes of that. It seems like we're getting that, but like, who knows? I don't care. It sounds phenomenal and I cannot wait to read it. So if I, you know, have time, I would also like to read that one this month. And then lastly on this list is the next in the Shady Hollow series, which is Coldplay. Shady Hollow is a cozy mystery series that is from the perspective of animals, but they act like humans. So we have like a moose who owns a coffee shop, we have an owl who's a professor, we have a fox who's a reporter, that kind of thing, and like they all act like they're human, but they're animals, and like it's so fun. It's so fun, and it's such an interesting take on the cozy mystery. It's very much like giving animated movie vibes, but like they act so human-like. It's insane. Anyways, this is the second in the series. I honestly do not know anything that happens in this book. I was just like, I enjoyed the first one so much that I really want to read the second one and the third one. So this is the next one. This will be a good reprieve in the midst of everything else going on between all of the thrillers and the horror and the fantasy. Like, I just like to add in a cozy mystery every once in a while, and like this series I feel like is perfect for this time of year. I don't know what it is. Maybe some people get fall vibes from this, but to me it's very springy and I just love it. And I believe that is it for all of the books that I plan on reading in the month of June, which is honestly is plenty. Let's be real. It's plenty. So you will definitely have to let me know if you want to see those vlogs. So let me know about the Screaming Color vlog and the Hunger Games vlog. Totally fine if you don't want to see them, but like if you do, I want to make sure that I show up and I provide for you. I would also love to know what you plan on reading this month, if any of these are on your TBR, or what new releases you're excited about. Let me know all of the things. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe if you are not already. Turn on the bell so you never miss a video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!
With you and I, the future is bright.